Yo, what up, everybody? We are live. Live, live, live. Happy Friday, everyone. What's going on? What's good? What's everyone up to? Figure I pull out my new Epiphone SG. Again, like I talked about the other day, very cheap guitar, but man, it plays great. Yo, what up? Steak and Eggs Hernandez. That's an interesting name. I love steak and eggs, man. Love it. What's up? What's up? What's up? What are you up to, man? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Nice warm day today here in Jersey. Beautiful, beautiful day. Finally, getting some nice weather. Friday. Here we go. Gonna be a good night tonight. A lot of good stuff going on, guys. Check out when you get a chance. Yo, what's up, Rob? How are you, brother? How's it going? When you guys get a chance, I did a cool video today actually for you guys. A couple of you asked me to do some El Nino songs, so I did our song "How Can I Live." Probably one of the most popular El Nino songs. Song I love. Song I had a big part in the writing with the guys. Was on the Freddie Jason soundtrack. That song back in the day, and probably one of my favorite El Nino songs also. So anyway, I did an instrumental version of it. So when you get a chance, check it out. I just uploaded it here on my YouTube channel, and yeah, been meaning to do it. I'm gonna try to do some more El Nino stuff, especially the new stuff. I will be posting up some playthroughs real soon. I'll probably add some extra solos here and there, just because you know me, I love to throw leads in. Um, what's life without guitar solos? Think about it, right? So yeah, good stuff, guys. All good stuff going on. Had a great show last weekend. I played up in Manchester, New Hampshire at the damn it, I can't remember the name of the club, but what a great place. New club up in Manchester. We had a great time, man. Um, got to rock out with some of my buddies, man, and all good. How about some Cortez steak and eggs? Said Cortez was a great project, man. With my buddy Roger Vasquez. Maybe we'll re-release that stuff. It was just demos, basically. The project should have took off. It should have been something really special, but this business is just so wacky and crazy, man. It just for some whatever reasons back in the day, it just didn't really do what it should have done, But maybe I'll release the demos someday, or re-record some of those songs because it was great stuff. And my buddy Roger's an incredible singer, so we'll see what's up. But anyway, this new El Nino, man, let me tell you, it's going down. It's awesome, and I can't wait for that record to drop. The new single, again, it's a new era of El Nino. Um, the reason why I decided to come back was because I really liked the new music. I would prefer to play the new stuff compared to the old stuff. I think this new El Nino record is some of the best stuff I've ever done. So check it out. And my boy Marcos, who sings in El Nino, I think is one of the best singers right now, man. So at Guitar Center on the 14th Street back in the day. Wow, that was a long time ago, dude. Yeah, I think that was probably '05. I did a Guitar Center in the city. I think so, man. '06 maybe. I think by that time I wasn't doing Cortez anymore. But yeah, I remember that clinic. That was a really good clinic. I used to really enjoy doing clinics, guys. I don't know what happened, man. Like back in those days, it was very easy to book a clinic and just call a music store and get a music store to put up money to have you come in. Nowadays, it's like pulling teeth, man. I don't know what it is about um, trying to plan clinics, man. I basically just stopped doing them because it just wasn't really any interest anymore like it used to be back in the day. Back in the day, a lot of these clinics that I did, even at guitar centers, um, me and my good friend that used to manage my solo project, Andrew Gilardi, rest in peace. He was a great guy, did so much for me. He passed away back in 2014, but he had booked an entire tour of me just going to guitar centers and playing to my backing track and doing Q&A and hanging out with everybody. Um, and I know a lot of underage kids appreciated it because if they couldn't get, to see me at a club or bar, they could come to the Guitar Center. But now it's like, I don't know what it is, dude. It's a different world, man. But yeah, that those clinics were fun, and that one was actually booked by my good friend Andrew Gilardia, who passed away. Um, who was a very good friend of mine who really did a lot of good for my solo project. So yeah. Any playing techniques you're currently trying to master? Good question, dude. Um, like I've been talking about, I think probably all year, maybe even 2 years. Um, I'm really, really into Eric Johnson and more bluesy stuff nowadays. I'm trying to incorporate more of a bluesy vibe um, into my playing and my songwriting. And I've really been struggling with what Eric Johnson does, which is those pentatonics and fives, um, where it's a lot of times I just tap them. I hammer on, I should say, where I don't pick every note. But I know Eric Johnson is picking every note, or so I think he is. Joe Bonamassa does it too. I love that dude. He's incredible, and he picks every note. His picking is insane, and he does the ascending stuff and picks every note fast. So I've really been trying to incorporate that into my playing. I know a lot of people have noticed that I'm failing miserably at it, but I do love that sound, and I really I'm really trying to go into that direction too, more of a blues, jazz, guitar. Keep it heavy, but try to incorporate those type of sounds into my playing. It's so hard to pick every note. It's the simplest idea, just pentatonics, but the way they're played in fives, it's very difficult, man. And what I mean by that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If anyone knows the key to picking that, let me know, man, because I'm struggling with it. And then I'm struggling with the whole picking every note going up. It's so simple, just pentatonics. I'm trying, man. I'm working on it. I'm always looking to improve my playing and try to incorporate things. Yeah. Well, thank you, Morbid Cowboy. I'm working on it, man. I'm always trying to work out some kinks in my playing and incorporate new things. New record is going to have a Spanish version of the new song, like "How Can I Live" did. Yeah, there's definitely, it's El Nino, so there's definitely going to be songs in Spanish. It's always been wow. Sorry, man, I got very distracted here for a minute. Yeah, again, it's El Nino. The stuff's always going to be in Spanglish, I should say. That's the influence of the band. It's always been our sound is to mix the Latin vibe to the music lyrically, and also musically. So yeah, that's that. Cool. All right, man. I'm just gonna run through my tracks today. I know I do this a lot, but I got to keep my chops up, and I figured I would go live for a little bit before I get out of here. It's the weekend, and gonna enjoy the weekend. We got nice weather. Usually, I like to just hang up in the mountains by my house and hang with my neighbor. We make a fire, crank classic rock, which is really funny. I got this really cool neighbor at home who's like a Mr. Fix It All. He knows everything. I call him the Oracle because he knows the answers to everything in life. He's just one of my dearest buds, and there's nothing more I love doing than the weekend to just sit by a fire and just hang out with my buddy. Anyway, he's turned me on to a lot of classic rock, which I've always appreciated. I've always loved. But he's got the most amazing vinyl collection of old classic rock from the 60s, 70s, and that really has influenced me to want to go into more of a blues rock, hard rock type of direction because I really do love that music. That's really, really nice. And yes, yeah, so that's why I think a lot of my music is probably it's getting that vibe now, the more bluesy stuff, just from hanging out with my neighbor, making a fire in the summer, sitting by the fire, and just cranking classic rock and talking about all the great music from back in the day. Man, there was something about that era that I just love still, and I grew up on it. I started playing guitar in 1986. So I was always learning. I think the first song I ever learned was "Jumpin' Jack Flash" from the Rolling Stones. So I've always had an appreciation for music from the 60s and 70s and Hendrix, Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Cream. I mean, I love this music, man. And it's amazing this is a major distraction. What's going on over here? Anyway, it's amazing how, still to this day, there's music from that era that I didn't even know about. Like, he turned me on to a lot of other stuff. Um, and it's great music. Check it out. And it's the roots of heavy metal guitar. So I mean, you really got to go back and dig deep and listen to Cream, Zeppelin, Hendrix, the old Yardbirds. You know, that's where this all started, man. And I think you really, it's worth anybody's time to go back and learn all that excellent hard rock, 60s, 70s blues rock type of guitar playing, man. That's the roots to everything here. So check it out. I could go on all day about that style of music. All right, I'm gonna jam a little today. Oops. Really nice. Cowboy. You guys know this song? Melody. SPQR, man. Love that song, man. All right, you know this one, guys. You name it. Thank you, man. Thank you. With the squeal, bro. It's artificial harmonics, man. Pinch harmonics. Very simple. Yep. I don't have a backing track for Ascension. I'll have to make one. I'll show you in a minute. After the song, I'll show you how I do it. My great odor beer, my friend. That comment, sorry, man. Right on, Kev. Glad to hear it. Keep rocking. Kev. I've had a good week, man. Nice weather today. Boom. Mm-hmm. Right on, guys. I appreciate it, man. Cool. So, I'm gonna do one more for you guys. All right. Yeah, that was Mandatory Suicide. That's always a staple in my set. I'm always playing Slayer, guys. I love Slayer, man. Listen, Slayer is my favorite band of all time. I've always said that. I got like my top 5 favorite bands of all time. Overkill, for personal reasons, is my favorite band of all time, as is Slayer. So those two are two of my favorites, definitely. Overkill is from my area, and those guys were so good to me when I toured with them. So I always say Overkill number one because their music is my favorite, and they're such cool guys. Slayer, um, love old Megadeth. So that's like 3 right there, you know. And what is my favorite song I ever made? I have a lot of them, man. Off the top of my head, right now, and I will play it for you. Probably this song called Isosceles because when I wrote it, it came out in 2005. I had just signed with Shrapnel Records. I had just joined Soulfly. I was making Colossal Myopia, and I really had this vision that I wanted to make an instrumental guitar record um, that was shredding, had a lot of leads and everything, melody, make it melodic, but also heavy with a lot of breakdowns and heavy riffs that would be like in a hardcore band, metalcore band. Um, Now in '05, I don't think that was as popular as maybe it is now. A lot of people have released instrumental records and have done the heavy instrumental thing. But at the time, I don't think there really was a lot of records out there that were instrumental, shred, and super heavy. So this song right here, Isosceles, this will be my last one today, guys. It's always in my set list. I always play this song. Um, and it's just got some of my heaviest riffs. It's a very, very simplistic riff, um, but it's heavy. To me, it's just a breakdown style riff that just repeats itself over and over. It's got some cool melody in it. It's got some. It's changed over the years too. I play it much more different now than actually on the record, just because it's evolved over the years and my playing has evolved. So I throw in a lot more sweep arpeggios. I kind of maybe I shouldn't made it so different than the original, but I really like the way it sounds now. Maybe one day I'll re-record it. So um, thanks, Kev. But yeah, so Isosceles, this is one of my favorites. I always end my set list with this song. It's just a real heavy, grooving tune. So let's do it. This will be my last one, guys, and I got to get out of here, and I hope you all have a great weekend. backdrop. I'll tell you in a minute, man. I got a story about it. It's for sale. If any of you guys want it too, hit me up. Have any more PRS guitars, man. I wish. They were great. I got other guitars if you're interested in buying. Yeah, so the story behind this backdrop is nothing special, but I basically wrote my new solo record with this behind me. So, you know, if anyone's interested, it is a beautiful backdrop. It's huge. Make me an offer. It could be yours. So, yeah, that's about it. You know, I got it at a really cool fair, cool place that makes these things, you know, and so yeah, hit me up, private message me, man. We'll talk about it, all right? And I always got guitars for sale, guys. I collect guitars. You know, I'm always going around. I buy ones. I fix them up. I play them at my gigs, you know, in videos. And if there's anything that I still have and you're interested, hit me up, man. Because I'm always fixing up guitars and reselling them, you know. So, yeah, hit me up. Okay, pinch harmonics. That's what you wanted to know. It's real simple, dude. So basically you hold the pick, you know, you're holding it like this with your thumb and your first finger, and you just want to, when it's time to do a pinch harmonic, it's just something you have to practice over and over to get it every time. And you don't always get them every time. Sometimes I miss them and it sucks, it's miserable, and then I'm having a bad day. But you basically want to hit, so your first finger, you want the tip of your finger, the skin, the string, to scrape kind of that, the top of your finger before it hits the pick. It's really weird. It's a very specific technique. It's a scrape. You're scraping, and you may hit some other strings too, but you want to focus. I usually get them good on the G string or the low E. Like I said, you don't get them every time. You really want to practice. So you really want to like kind of dig in and scrape, and you want to feel the string hit the tip of your first finger before it hits the pick. And then for some weird reason, that's what creates, you know, it's magical, honestly. It's really weird how that happens. I'm not a scientist. I'm not really sure how I can explain how it happens. It's a very magic technique. I'm pretty sure invented by Eddie Van Halen, like all of these great techniques that he has invented. You know, so I love doing them. I do them a lot, and they're a lot of fun to do. So you gotta just practice. It's something that you gotta just do over and over again. Like anything, you know, it's just years of practice. Yeah, you kind of want to, I kind of feel I can get those artificial harmonics to kind of scream more when you give the string a little vibrato. See? You give it a little, they kind of sustain more. They're great, a lot of fun. I love doing them. A lot of people use them. Do I ever use a whammy? Nah. I don't use whammy bars too often unless I'm doing a song, a cover song, or something that needs it. I really like to try to do my own techniques just with my fingers, like artificial harmonics. I like doing mic scrapes. Those are fun. That's cool. I like doing these harmonics, artificial harmonics. It's kind of like a dive bomb. I love doing like Zach Wild, his style stuff. I don't know if you noticed, I love doing a lot of slides. I call them, I like to call them vibrato slides. I like stuff like that, man. You know, I just don't like dealing with the Floyd Rose. They're a pain in the butt to keep in tune and restring a guitar. It's just not for me, dude. I don't do enough bombs. My favorite guitar player right now, Eric Johnson. If you live with me and you're around me, like some people, you would know I'm obsessed with Eric Johnson, and I listen to him every day. Specific his improvs. I'm not really too into the vocal stuff that he does, but I love his instrumental stuff. And when he goes off and just jams, I mean, that's the kind of music I like, man. It's really interesting fusion, kind of blues, jazz. You know, really cool stuff. But obviously, I'm a metalhead, so I always make things a little more metal for my taste. Also love Yngwie Malmsteen, obviously. Clearly, you can hear the Yngwie Malmsteen influence in my guitar playing. But I like it all, and I love mixing up different styles, you know, so. Do I like 80s retro wave? I love 80s music. I love it. You know, some of my favorite guitar players were from the 80s, man. George Lynch, Warren DeMartini, Reb Beach, Vinnie Moore, Yngwie. I could go on forever. That's when it comes to shred metal, the 80s, in my opinion, was my favorite. What effects did you have to use to create the intro to Prophecy? That's an interesting story because that's something that I brought to the band. I wrote that intro. Soulfly never had an intro like that before, and it's a very well-known intro, obviously. Um, and that was just me experimenting with the whammy pedal. I love the whammy pedal. Um, I was very influenced by like Tom Morello. I love the way he did whammy pedal stuff. I was using it with El Nino here and there. So when I joined Soulfly, I really wanted to, you know, incorporate some weird sounds, experimental stuff. So that's where that whole intro came up with. I came up with it. It wasn't something that was originally in the demos of that song. It was just something that I had tracked to be in the intro of the song. And then I had said, hey, let's make it the intro. And we tried it and it worked. And it's a very, very important part to the song, I think, you know. So any idea why they don't attempt it without you? I don't know. Do they? Do they not? I have no idea. Do you have a favorite Soulfly instrumental? Honestly, I don't really like any of those instrumentals, to be honest with you. I never really thought they fit on the records. Some of them I really don't like. Some of them were cool, you know. But my favorite one was the Jimi Hendrix inspired one on Dark Ages that I came up with, which was really cool. I love that one because it was very Hendrixy. Right? I forgot the name. Let me see. That's Jimi Hendrix style. And that was something I came up with. You know me, I'm a huge Jimi Hendrix fan. So that's something maybe, you know, if you come see me acoustic by myself solo, I'll definitely play that one. I really enjoy that instrumental a lot. I love that. And then I think there's some really cool chords that I came up with. So that would be my favorite one though. Yeah. So there you go. But you know, for me, when I want to buy a metal record, I want to hear metal. I like experimental jazzy things, but kind of in their own context, you know. Unless you're a band like Candiria, which I always say, guys, check out Candiria, one of my favorite bands of all time. They were very influential on me to why I wanted to mix flamenco influences with heavy metal, because Candiria was mixing jazz with heavy metal. And that was back in like 93, 94, you know, when I first discovered them. So go check out Candiria, man. I promise you guys are going to love them. I love that band. They're incredible. And the way they mix the stuff, they do it properly and with talent. So check out Candiria. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Everyone have a great weekend. And go check out, I just did that playthrough of Il Nino, How Can I Live? I did an instrumental version of it where I played the melody on the guitar instead of vocals. You're obsessed with Must Kill by CC. Did you write the guitar in this one? I had a major part in that song, obviously. I think you guys could hear that and pull up any live video and you can see it. You can see it. I mean, watch me play that song. I did a playthrough for Must Kill too. I think it's here on my YouTube channel. So just look for that and you'll see I'm playing all the riffs correctly. The solos, note for note, just like the record. So check it out, man. That is one of my, that first CC record. I love that record, man. I had a major part, as did Joe Duplantier. He doesn't get enough credit. Joe Duplantier had a major influence on the writing on that record. There were songs that he had a lot of writing for, and played guitar on too. So little unknown fact, but check it out. I love that dude Joe. He's super talented. Love Gojira, and I think Joe had a big reason why that record is so good. No, I'm not in CC anymore, and that's that. And I'm excited to be doing Il Nino, Hail the Horns, and my new project Revenge Beast. So I got lots of music going on, guys. I don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Some people say you can't stop crazy. I call it passion. All right, guys. Thank you very much. You guys rule. Keep in touch, and have a great weekend. Go check out the How Can I Live instrumental version that I did earlier today, and leave a comment, man. I love seeing your guys' comments and talking with you guys. Okay, so have a great weekend, everyone. Peace.